Hi everybody, it's Dee and I'm back to do the third tag with beautiful little Dee. And yeah, this tag, well, I saw it on Holly Church on her channel, and she said that Suzanne's Babies had challenged her, so now Suzanne has to do it as well. So I asked if I could join in. So it's just one question and you just tell about your first crush. And before I start that, I just wanted to ask you guys a question. Remember I told you little Dee, she's a partial silicone. She's quite big and quite heavy, and my granddaughter, unfortunately, when she was younger, if you could see this up close, this eyelash she pulled off and I had to, were glued on, they weren't rooted. But I've noticed recently that I obviously at the time must have put on way too much glue. And now you can see like all the white glue stuck in behind it, and I'm terrified to touch it. I mean, I don't know, should I just take it off again and try again? Like, I have plenty of like eyelashes. Has anybody got any advice? Is she still wearing her cute little outfit that was for Theme Thursday? Yeah. Let's get you up, little Dee. She's just so cute. There we go. And I used to always put the arm over like that, and then the head went to the side when I was nursing my babies. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we only thought we had troubles then. Not right, guys? Now we would give anything at all to go back. Anything. I also wanted to show you my beautiful Lyra. This little one is Piolarina from Pro Doll Stream on Instagram. She's only 13 inches, but this is a custom made, like she's repainted and she has a new wig and everything. These clothes here I had to order. I didn't get these with her. I did get a wee pink dress in that, and the tights and the little booties. But this outfit here was about £30, guys, just on its own. And I can't afford that. And I've been looking and looking for weeks and weeks. And the clothes for them, they're just so expensive. I did used to knit before, but it was mostly like toys and maybe little baby cardigans. And I sort of always had to work off pattern. So I was wondering, like, I'm sure I could make her little hats in that, but I don't know. Has anybody any ideas, or does anybody know where maybe you could buy used clothes? Maybe people would do a trade, or if there's anything like that on Instagram, please let me know, because it is so hard, you know. And little August as well, and my daughter's little 8-inch doll. I have been making socks and little clothes for her, but I'll tell you what, guys, even for a tiny little pair of socks, like it takes hours. It's so time consuming, because I don't know how to use a machine either, so it's all like hand sewing, and I don't know, and I'm not actually working off any patterns. But anyway, let me know if you can help with that, please. I would really appreciate it. So here goes Holly and Suzanne. I did tell this story before, a long time ago, but yeah, my first crush, believe it or not, I was about 9.5 years old. And I know that's young, but yeah, there was a group of us that played together, and this boy's name was Daniel, and he was tall, dark and handsome, even though like he wasn't really tall because he was only about 10. He was very thin, and he had such a cute little face with dark blue eyes. And in those days you made your confirmation early, and I made mine always along with my sister, and we made it together, even though like we were in the same class, even though she was a year older. So yeah, I remember my hair had been up in all these big, you know, loops, like way up here. I had long dark hair, and it was that night that we were having this date. And there was like a group of us, and I was trying to like comb this hair and put it all up into a ponytail, and because you know we kind of did our own hair and everything then. We were very independent, and so I remember we were giggling. I was so nervous, and we all went. It was beside these bungalows, and there was like this massive big field with trees. And it was just about getting dark, because obviously we wouldn't have been allowed out that late. and my sister, and there was 2 others with us, so we all met up, and I met Daniel, and we were all going over to sit sort of together, like a little bit apart, and we were calling it a date, but of course it wasn't really a date. And Daniel was like, oh no, I can't let you walk away over there. I'll lift you and carry you. And like, I was 9 and he was 10, but I mean, he was even like, well, I was always like that. You know, when I was a kid, like, we were always hungry. We used to come in the back door, we used to steal sandwiches, like sauce pieces, we called them, with brown sauce or red sauce on your piece, and that was your sandwich, and we used to run out the back door with it. But anyway, sorry, I digress. What am I like, little D? What am I like? So yeah, he proceeded to carry me. I don't know how he did it, because he was like that as well. He was so thin. And we went over and everybody was laughing, but I remember I just didn't care. I mean, talk about romance, you know. And when you get older then, you think back and you have kids of your own and that, you think like, how could they even know anything about romance at that age? But my eldest daughter actually met her husband, who is her husband now. They first went out when she was 9 years old, or 9.5, the very same age as me. Isn't that incredible? So Daniel and I could have ended up getting married. But then of course we moved, because like I said before, my mother moved like so many times, you know, that's why it was so impossible for me to have friends really. But anyway, yeah, he carried me over and we were all sitting there like a few feet apart, and he held my hand, he took my hand, and he said, look at the moon and we could see the stars, and isn't this just, I am so happy to be here with you right now, Deirdre. I just love you so much, and like, will you be my girlfriend forever? And I said, yes, Daniel, I would love to be your girlfriend forever. And of course, it didn't work out, as I say, but kisses to beautiful Daniel, who actually died. I heard about it after the event, and I think he was about 28 years old, sadly. Took his own life. I don't really know the details, but yeah. So kisses and hugs to you, Daniel, up in heaven. And thank you so much for that wonderful, wonderful night. Okay guys, please join in this tag. Who was your first crush? Love you all. God bless.